Hey, amazing people. My name is Coach Malebo. I am a holistic life and wellness coach. I work with the well-being of the mind, the body, and the spirit. And I am also an accredited meditation practitioner. Have written books for myself and other people. My two books are called The Journey and Conversions. And welcome to this lovely place, an online TV show called Malebo TV. Welcome to Malebo TV, a place of transformation and wellness. So in this show, we're talking about transformation and well-being. And today I just want us to talk about heightening our intuition, because I've realized that in school or in other places, as we are old now, trying to search for things that are bigger than ourselves, we don't even know where to go to because we haven't been taught about this. So to a person who does not know any information about an intuition actually is a gut feeling. It's also called a discerning spirit. So all of us, because we are a spirit human being, we are a spirit being, and we are having a human experience. We all have an intuition. To some people, the intuition has it died a long time ago. To some people, it's there, but they don't listen to it because no one has actually taught you how to do it. And when I actually read the Bible, it said, I don't know which verse is this, but yes, somewhere in the Bible. For my Bible gurus, I did not memorize scriptures, but I know it says God has given us life, a decision for us to make. Either we choose life or we choose death, right? So to some people, they thinking when they say we are choosing life, is like you are watching me right now, you can comment that is life, and death is when like you have passed away and we put you in the grave, and that's different. When you choose death, you are choosing to operate from your physical being, not your spiritual man. So what do I mean like that is because let's just look at the system, the paradigm that we have in this world, the system that we already have. It says that we need to do in order to be. So you need to go to school, study a degree or diploma, then you can prove to people that you are. Right? But in spirituality, the life that God is giving us, he says that I had known you before you were born and ordained you as the prophet to the nation, meaning that nobody must come to your life and teach you how to be a prophet. I had already, as God, ordained you to be. And that is the reason why I have a problem with people knowing that they can sing, but they still want to go for at school, so that somebody, not only to say they want to maybe improve their singing or something, but because they want to prove to somebody that I can sing. Let me go back first to school to learn how to sing. Well, whereas your spirit man already knows that I can sing. I don't even need to go to school. So that is what life is. Life is radiating from your spirit man inside of you out, than radiating from the physical world, accumulating. That is the reason why we have a whole lot of people who have money and they are telling us money is not everything, and we're like, hey nigga, I want that million and you're telling me that money is not everything. It's because they went to do in order to be. But in the spirit, in spiritual places, you become the person that you are, and then things then come to you, right? So that is how spirituality works. But then coming back to the intuition, it's that spirit man talking to us, telling us about the places that we go to, telling us about the things that we are about to embark on, telling us about the people that we are involving or we want to take into our lives. For instance, friends, boyfriends, wives, husbands, or whatever the case may be. Your intuition always tells you that, hey girl, don't go to that place. That place is very dangerous. But now, because you haven't awakened this man, the spirit man in you, you're thinking, who is that? I am going to take this man, only to find out that you're going to get yourself in trouble. So most of us are like that, even myself. I mean, not so long ago, I had an email from this particular person who wanted help from me. And I had a document already that I have built for such type of queries. And now when I attached the document to the email, some something in me, this is now my spirit man talking to me, said, check the email. And I said, hell no, why do I need to check my email? And I just sent the email just like that. 3 minutes later, the spirit man comes again and say, Malebu, check the email that you've just sent. And I went and I checked the email, only to find out that I actually sent the wrong information to that particular person. I had to recall the email before that person could read it. And that is actually how a spirit man works and intuition works. All of us, we have the spirit, but to some people is dead. And that is what we have chosen. We have chosen to be the people, the product of the world. We have chosen to listen to what the world says about us. We did not choose to listen to what our spirit are saying about us. And one of the things that I can say is that whatever that you go through, whatever that you grow through, your spirit had already told you about. And myself, I almost lost my job. And the first time when I met this woman, I felt like crying. I felt like, oh my gosh, who is this woman? Why is she making me cry? But I thought it is my feeling, because most people don't know how to differentiate between a feeling and an intuition. Now, I walked out of the room. I thought that was just me. Maybe I'm ovulating or something. And 6 months later, this very woman fabricated a story that made me almost lose my job. And that very same feeling that I felt when I walked out of the meeting room 6 months ago, I felt it. And it was like, to some people, it would be like a deja vu. They said, it feels like I have been here. Yes, your spirit man has been there. So today we're not going to talk about how your spirit even travels to other places. But one thing that I know also is that there was one time when I dreamt of something particularly happening, like that night when I dreamt of that thing. At home, let me just be specific. At home, we have a shop where we sell alcohol and groceries. I'm from a village called Lutlakane. And we do have a shop. You know how our shop are built up, not like ShopRite, but yes, you know. So I dreamt of this at home. They were robbing us. I dreamt of that, and I called my mom in the morning and I said, I dreamt of 1, 2, 3, 4. And my mom said, that's exactly what happened last night, and I dreamt of it. So when your spirit man is awake, you will even dream dreams that are actually real. You will even remember your dreams. You will wake up and remember that this is a dream. This is God speaking to me in a certain way. So I want to remind you that let us work in ourselves. Let us work in our inner being so that we can understand what is it that we are growing through, right? So one of the things that you can do in order for you to heighten your intuition is through meditation. So meditate, meditate, meditate. The Bible said meditate in the word of God. Again, it said be still. So another form of meditation is just being still and know that he is God. So when you are still, you are silencing the noise outside, and you are digging deeper within yourself. The more you do that, 10 minutes a day, you sit down and you meditate, you can be still and look at what thoughts come into your mind. And you can also do a mantra meditation, which is a mind vehicle that de-excites the nervous system and give you a mind consciousness. So you can also do that. So that is for today. Meditate a lot. Also remember to spend time with yourself, to spend time with your well-being, and heal. Healing is actually very important. Heal yourself from your childhood traumas. I did a whole lot of videos about childhood traumas. Please go and look at it, and I will see you next time.